Well, welcome back. Today, we're going to go to a cruise-in event in Doniphan, Missouri. They're doing a kind of an eclipse car show slash cruise. We're all going to meet up and drive around. Got the Chevelle, you know, not ready. And we're going to drive down there and check that out and see what happens. Join me, won't you?
Oh my God.
Well, Doniphan Cruise-in was great success. Had some fun. Car ran phenomenal, which is a first. But, can't leave things alone. So a lot of guys out there were tooting on the little air horns and made a guy start to think about stuff I got squirreled away. And, well, wouldn't you know, I got one of them there too. So we're going to put this little guy in here. Got this Horn Blasters horn kit. And this is going to sound just like a fire truck. We're going to get that to go in here somewhere. But the problem is, not a whole lot of space in there. So I'm going to have to break this up. This will probably have to live in the trunk. We're going to mount this under the frame rail somewhere. I don't know. We'll get to that. That's a later problem. This is the guy that's going to be causing all the noise back there, running all the time when I'm doing things. So I got to make sure I vibration isolate this. There's some O-ring deals on here, and I looked around the car, and there's not really a good spot that's going to mount this close to that, so I don't need a 7,000 foot leader hose. Best thing I can come up with is underneath the rear frame rail, which I took a frame stiffening plate from the scrap bin, drilled some holes, added some extra deals here. So, what I'm saying is it's going to bolt to it. And we're going to take this plate, get a little bit of rust through paint. That doesn't sound right. Some weld through paint so it doesn't rust. And we're going to zip this on, weld this on the back of the frame. Inside the little C of the C-channel of the frame, this will sit on the top, put some tacks on the top, and then I'll stitch that across the bottom. All the weight should be on that lip right there, hanging down, and just held in place when I glue it in there with the metal glue gun. The pump mounted on the little bracket, and ain't going nowhere. Now we need to mount this little guy. Let's get the mounting surface up here. I got to make 4 holes in precisely the right spot so my nuts will thread in. I only have a little tiny gap in here to get the bolt through to thread it in. We're going to go to the CAD program, and that's cardboard aided design. Made me a little template. Got my holes in it. Walk this over to the car. Put it right where I'm going to put it in the car, like that. Mark the holes, and I'm going to drill these and put some nut certs in there, and we're going to mount this little guy. Join me, won't you? So here's the horn. Got this installed. I might make brackets for it, but this was kind of simple to do with some hose clamps. It's nice and solid, isn't going anywhere. Got to wire the solenoid up still, but here's my cable, or my air hose. Tucks right up along the frame rail there. I'm going to secure that here. Cable line comes out right here. And the reason I like these is got a gasket right there and a little rubber grommet deal that goes around that. When you cinch this down, it makes a weather-tight seal. So that hose, use the heat gun here and bend it over, and it's going to go right in there. And then when I get to making the trunk panels, there'll be a little close off right on this side, and there'll be a close off on that side. And, you'll barely even see it. You can hear it. kind of loud, not too bad, but that's the compressor pumping up. First time that compressor's held air in a while, so we'll let that do things and pressurize and start getting this button figured out. So we got everything wrapped up and connected. I was very excited to be in the car and pressurize the tank. It's holding air because you can tell that it's not, pressure's not on. Now we're going to do a test, and well, I already let everybody know in the house this is going to happen. So we're going to hit the button and we're going to test this horn. So I made it real inconspicuous here. By inconspicuous, I mean probably the most obvious button of my air horn. It's going to be this little guy. Good Lord, that's loud. Ow. If you're wondering, this is the Horn Blaster's safety horn. Sounds like a fire truck. Loud as shit. Anywho, we'll have that available for your display and viewing and listening pleasure at the next Doniphan Cruise-in. So if you're there, come on down. I'll blast your drums out. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and all those things, and see you next time.